Hello again from Island Outdoors 1. I hope you're doing well today. And in this video, I'm going to show you the Schrade U.S.A. Old Timer 5OTG Bruin. Stay tuned. So here we have the 5OTG Bruin, and I'm not sure if it came in a pouch like this or sheath, but it fits perfectly, and I found this one on the internet, and I keep this knife in here. But this is the 5OTG Bruin, and most of your old timers are a series of brown on the handles, and as you can tell, this is a green. And I'll tell you about this knife. Its history: it came out in 1986 to 1998, called the 5OT Bruin lockback. In 1990 to 2002, this model, the 5OTG Green Bruin lockback, and with its brass bolsters and pins and green sawcut Delrin handle and brass old-timer shield. The blades prior to 1996 were carbon steel. In 96, a change added a thong hole or lanyard hole. Pre-1996 has the two rear cover pins, as you see here. These two little brass pins holding the covers on. All were stainless steel except the pre-96 5OTGs. So, like I said, the original ones had brown Delrin, and this is the 5OTG Green. And it threw me for a loop for a while because on the tang stamp it says, as you can see, 5OT Schrade Plus, and if you've watched my other videos, you know the plus always signifies stainless steel, but this is marked 5OT, and I was convinced it was the 5OT, but upon further investigation I realized that the 5OTG was not marked with a G, so this is in fact in 5OTG. So hopefully that doesn't complicate things too much. I actually wanted the brown version for my collection, and I couldn't find one at a reasonable price, so I settled on this green one, and I'm kind of glad I did. It still shows the 5OT model in my collection, and it's actually a really nice knife. You can see it has a drop point, full flat ground, stainless steel blade, and it's a lockback, so it has a locking blade, and it's a 3 3/4 inch knife, so it's not that long. 6.5 inch overall length with a 2 7/8 inch blade. Just a nice little lockback. Small package altogether on your belt in the sheath, and a nail neck opener. You can see we have brass bolster, bare head on this other end, which means no bolster. You can see we have the brass old-timer shield, brass pins, and we have a stainless pivot pin, which actually added some strength to these knives compared to a brass pin, so it's a pretty good worker. And you see we have brass liners, the green sawcut Delrin handle scales, So I think this knife must be around between 1990 and 1996, because if you remember, in 96 they changed it to a lanyard hole instead of the 2 brass pins. And we know the 5OTG, which is this model, came out in 1990, so we've narrowed it down to a 6-year period of this knife. And just a nice little knife, nice little sturdy lockback. No blade play in this one, so I'm very lucky. It's a pretty compact knife, great blade shape, and you can get all 4 of your fingers on it. Feels good and comfortable in the hand, so this would serve you well if you wanted a nice little lockback to carry on your side. You could even throw this in your pocket, it's not that big. So, just a great little knife from Old Timer, and it's the lowest number in my Old Timer collection, the 5OT. And this wasn't in my last video where I introduced the Old Timers. I had a bunch of knives set up on this stump here, and that kind of resembled what you would see in a Schrade display in a hardware store or a department store. And those displays usually were like an oak case with a glass hinged lid, and had storage for extra knives in it for when someone bought it. And they were usually just displayed with the blades open like that. So I don't have one of those display cases. I'd love to get one of them, but I just thought I'd point that out. So hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one.